Hi everyone, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Dark Souls Remastered. Um, it's me, Dia, and we're back. It's another Thursday morning, and we are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and we're back in Firelink, where we left off last time. I actually forgot. We trucked it back to Firelink to talk to our bro that we saved from the tyranny of barrels. Really, we saved him from being put into a soup, or really is more of a stew, probably, by... Where the fuck did you go? There he is. Laurentius of the Great Swamp. Solid bro. He gave us a piece of his fire. His inner soul fire that connects him to nature, and now we are connected to nature by Laurentius's soul fire, which is cool. It's groovy to be connected to nature by someone else's soul fire. I highly recommend it. But yeah, so what are we doing? Oh, look at these eyes of death. We have two of them. Cool. We got those from fighting the just absolutely worst monster in all of Dark Souls history, the Basilisks. And you could be like, oh no, Dia, surely there's worse. No, they're the worst. Not only are the weirdest looking, the most unpleasant looking, I'd say they're more unpleasant looking than the mimics, which we'll run into. They're definitely the most unpleasant of the, we'll say, non-human monsters. But they're gross, they're weird. Oh, we got a bunch of humanity. Good, because we're gonna die a bunch today. It's gonna be great. Because we have to go back to the sewers. Well, the depths. They're properly called the depths, but they are the sewers. They're the sewers of the undead bird, basically. And they lead into a place called Blighttown, which is ultimately where we're going to be going. Hey buddy, over here. We're going to take a little bit chill before we get down to the depths. Just got to remember how Derby moves and how Derby swings and what the buttons actually do. Because, look, you take a week off from Dark Souls and see, that shit happens and you don't know what you're doing anymore. Look at this shit. What is going on here? There we go. Come on. God. That's how Dark Souls work. You take too long off, like, I just need to, like, you know, there's part of me that's like, no, Dia, you gotta just, like, burn through Dark Souls recording in a week. And then there's another part of me that's like, no, I like this approach where we just kind of take it slow once a week. Steam tells me we've done 11 hours of Dark Souls already, which is interesting. And I know that's just for this playthrough because I didn't own Dark Souls Remastered on PC until I decided to do this Let's Play. I played it last on PlayStation 4 because that's how I play video games. Play them on a console usually, and now I'm playing them on a PC. It's wacky. A long time ago, I used to be a PC gamer. And by a long time ago, I mean before the time of Doom. That's right. There were games before Doom, gamers. And they're all really good. That's not true. I imagine the split was just the way it is now. It's like, yeah, there were really good games and there were just absolute crap, terrible games. There were absolute crap, terrible games, let me tell you, children. No, you're not my children. You're the adoring viewers. Derby's my child. Say hi, Derby. Yeah, Derby. Derby's so good. Pure and perfect child. Look at this asshole. Poor SOB. We're going down these windy staircases. This was our, this is one of our shortcuts to get to the depths, and now we're gonna have to take a shortcut through the depths to where we were last time. That's how these things work. All right. We gotta fight so many fucking undead. Just these damn hollows, you know? It's just, they're taking over the place. Derby's extremely NIMBY about the hollows, honestly, you know? Like, Derby understands they have a right to exist, but just not in her backyard. There we go. Honestly, Derby's much more tolerant than we let on. Just Derby just loves the killing now, is the thing. You see? Look at that. He tried to get through. He couldn't stagger us. Oh, look at that dude. He got that big sword. Oh, that's the great sword, I think. Man, pour one out for Kentaro Miura, who recently passed. If you're not familiar, he was the creator and the driving force behind the manga Berserk, which we don't get Dark Souls without Berserk. We don't get a lot of things without Berserk, but we sure as shit don't get Dark Souls without Berserk. And honestly, Berserk, the manga, has, you know, we'd like to talk a lot about like, oh, the sensitivity of Miyazaki and look at that guy, and like, oh, it had the humanity and souls and blah 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 blah. It's Berserk, y'all. Nothing is more, you know, a more sensitive and heartfelt look at trauma and persistence, particularly trauma in the face, or persistence in the face of trauma, and re-traumatization, and the persistence through that. It is deeply formative work for me, as it was for Hidetaka Miyazaki. But I didn't make a video game out of it. I just read it, you know, so this could just go on for the end of time. This could be it right here. We could call the Souls LP Derby stays this space forever. These souls stay there forever. Neither of us moves. But yeah, there is a great sword in this game that is just the great sword, and it is absolutely Guts' sword. Guts being the main character in, kind of the principal character in Berserk. But yeah, it's really sad. Real bummed about it. But mostly because, like, it's one of those things where, like, Berserk has been going on for a long time. And it's not done. You know, it's not gonna get done now, and that's sad. You always kind of wonder, like, how much a creator really cared about finishing kind of their big life's work, and if, like, leaving it unfinished is, you know, is it something you carry with you? I don't know the answers to that shit. Hey buddy, I see you right behind there. That was kind of fun. Now there is a shortcut, but we're not there. We're taking a shortcut. There's even a shorter shortcut, I think, technically, but it's that we go over here to the butcher side and we go down that hole, and then we go where we fought the big rat, and then we slide down the side of a waterfall. Yeah, it's fun. We're not doing that because I don't want to walk all the way back here and have to kill our way through all those dudes every time. So we're just gonna go over here and do that thing. 'Cause that's the thing that we're gonna do. Because predominantly, you will find is that we have a bonfire over here, and our goal is to fight. We're going to fight the boss of the depths, and the boss of the depths is called the Gaping Dragon, and he will fuck you up. He will fuck me up. I guarantee you, we will probably die a couple of times on him. it is my hope that we actually kill him in this episode. But you know, we might not. Like, I might do an hour of this and just be like, well, sometimes you die in Dark Souls, you know? Alright, so there's those assholes up there, and there's that guy at the end of the hallway. And this part sucks, but there's our bonfire. That's our goal, our first goal. Derby's first goal, look at Derby. Derby's in the sewers. Derby, you know, from the aqueduct to the sewers. The way Dark Souls fits together as a world is very fascinating. There's some real good videos on YouTube about the way in which all of these like little zones lay over one another, and it's neat because we just went from Firelink, and then we went underneath the aqueduct, and that took us down to a weird, kind of columnar tower that felt like it was below the city, and then from there we went even lower, and now we are in a sewer work. All right, Derby, we're gonna run through these sons of bitches. They're gonna fall down from the sky. We don't want them to fall on our head, but we gotta make sure that we kill this guy at the end, because otherwise he's gonna fucking get mad and he's gonna just chew our face off, and we don't want that. Oh shit, look at that. I thought I hit the run button. Oh, we're dead. Oh no, we're not dead. We're not dead. Okay, go on, Derby, back it up. There we go. There's a girl. Alright. Chump that. Chump that holy juice. It's not really holy juice. Actually, you know what? There we go. It didn't even tase it. We didn't hit it. Oh, Derby, you gotta... you will note that that did very little damage. We're not using our fire bombs because that's the easy way to take this out. But you know what? We don't want to use our fire bombs because we don't have like 30 of them anymore. How many fire bombs do we have? We have 3. That sucks. We used to have so many, and then we used them all because we were fighting shit tons of rats. You will remember. Let's take a peek down here. Look, there's that guy down here. Derby. Derby pulling a Kevin Costner. We've seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. There is a scene where back in England, Robin's Moorish friend, played by oh god, just forgot who the actor's name. Morgan Freeman. Is using a makeshift telescope to scan the horizon to see where the sheriff of Nottingham's men are running towards him, and he hands it to Kevin Costner, who's playing Robin Hood, and he looks through it and draws his sword and tries to immediately attack the men who were right in front of him, but who are actually hundreds of yards away, and Morgan Freeman just is like, how your ignorant kind ever sacked Becca is beyond me. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good moment. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the zoom. I was like, I know we got a zoom. If I were going to take a picture of this moment, this is where I would take it. I would zoom in. I'd probably take this one, and then I'd zoom in, and I'd probably take a closer cut, like maybe there. That's the shot I would take. And you could, if you're playing along at home, you can make this full screen, and you can just go clunk, and then you can do it. And I would just, now I would not, I would turn off all of the settings in the HUD, and I'm not going to do that because it's like just not right now. We can always come back here. That's the beautiful part about Souls. You can always come back. What am I looking for in this? I just need to run through the hallway. Oh, that's right. I wanted to... It really wasn't necessary, but, you know, we like the big sword. Okay. Gotta run through here. That's all there is to it. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it, Derby. How did this happen? We never had this problem. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna run back here. We're gonna drink a bunch of this shit. And we're gonna run around it. Because we can do that. And then we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna come through here. And we're gonna get over here at the bonfire. Okay, there we go. Rest at bonfire. Now we're here. We were not here before. What many souls do we need to level up? We need nearly 6. What do we have? Let's just take a look. Bruh. Because we got some things that we can chomp. Okay, now we've got a large soul. I think that's 2,000, and then that's like 200. That one might be like 800 or 500, but still, we don't have enough. Now. There is a part of me that wants to just go ahead and summon right now, but we're not going to do that. We'll stay hollow, for the time being. And we're gonna go and explore this part. Because like here's the thing, you could summon for this boss and just wreck this shit out of it, even if like you'd like brought in like a full contingent of summons. Because summons do so yeah, see like there's where the we fought the rat, the big rat, and then you just go sliding down here. Instead, we're gonna take the stairs down. Like civilized people, because Derby is a civilized gal. So we get on here. Let's see, what are we looking for down here? There are rats, that's the deal. I was like, there's at least one blob, there's 2 blobs. And there's some rats. So, look at that. See, like this guy does jack shit compared to this Zweihander. It's half the damage. But we just gotta get this guy out of our way. There we go. Okay. Hold on a sec. I gotta see. I hope you saw the exact moment when I sneezed, even though you didn't hear it. It's allergy season. It's actually it's a new season of Diablo 3 too. That's how you know it's allergy season, because I always name my Diablo 3 characters after antihistamines. I was doing the season and then I stopped because I got so much going on, but I ducked in for a second. I like Diablo. It's fun, you know. Okay, so there are rats here, and I don't remember where they are, but they're around here somewhere. There's one. You can see his little beady, like, it's just little fucking cataract eyes. I see you, son of a bitch. Oh! Didn't see him. Oh! Motherfucker. Fuck you. That's right. You heard me. It's fucking eyes and your texture on your head doing something weird. There are 3 in this room, if I remember correctly. So that's 1. Oh yeah, okay, then there's 2, and then there's 3. Alright, come over here, motherfucker. Come on. Come on. You see me. You see Derby. You see Derby. You want some of this. He's backing up. He knows. He knows Derby's gonna wreck his shit. He'll come over here because of instinct. And then we'll kill his ass. Oh! You're one of those motherfuckers on the ceiling. Can you believe that shit? Get off of that, Derby. Get off of that shit. Oh! Okay, there's another rat. Oh, whoa! Oh, they must have all heard us. They're big with the moves, though. Look at that. Oh god, it's moving the rat body. I am not going to be bothering with this on, like, subsequent playthroughs. Nope. This is gross. Oh, he dropped something good. What did you drop, buddy? Alright, what is that? Green Titanite shard. We're not using that on this run, I don't think. So that's good stuff. When I did my sorcerer playthrough, I ran through that hallway with all the blobs, just grinding out that shit, because that's how you do your magic infusions. All right, was that one guy, or did that? Yeah, no, that was it. So this side, there's a bunch over here, and they can come up because they can hear us, and blah 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 blah. Like, let's just come on, you son of a bitch, get over here. Come on, I'm not using fire bombs on you. What is he doing? Alright, fine, I'm gonna come over here and kill your buddy. Nope. He's being a weirdo. Okay. And so... Alright, so this is what I wanted to show you. This is why we're not rushing through here. Alright, so here's a door. It's locked. This is the door to Blighttown. Which is like... There hates that shit. This is the town. This is the town gate. People live there. You'll see all about the people that live in Blighttown. Hopefully soon. But there's this guy. Look at this cool dude. He's real cool. He's got the dope armor. He's like, okay, we gotta, you know what? Hold on. There we go. I know what we gotta do. We gotta do this. And make sure I don't attack him. Alright, look at his cool armor. This is some fucking like Destiny like PvP like gear right here. Look at this shit. He's got this like brass helmet with these like ibex horns, antlers coming out of it, and it's got these kind of like weird circular indents for the eyes with little slits cut and a little mouth, and then there's like a little nose space. But then he's got like this kind of chest plate made of coins with this little dagger. This motherfucker is extremely, like, this is a dude who shows up in Friends at the Table's Hiron. Like, I'm just, like, look at this motherfucker. Is he not? This is an Austin Walker original. You know, you're gonna be like, Dia, no, this is the art team and creative team of Dark. I'll be like, yeah, this is an Austin Walker original. This dude would somehow manage to have, like, a really, like, deep, like, you know, central Pennsylvania drawl too. I see you, Austin. But anyway, so let's talk to this guy.
And good day to you. I'm Donald of Xena. I'm just a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
Domhnall of Xena. This is how people dress in Xena. I'm pretty sure. Which is cool. Also, his name is Domhnall. That's just his name. But we can learn a gesture from him. We can learn joy. We're learning joy from Domhnall. And let's see. Domhnall's got gold pine resin, which is good to put on your weapon when you're fighting dragons and dragon-like things. We can also get a box that allows inventory management from him. He sells these crystal weapons that are like real light and real powerful, and they do crystal. They do a lot of magic damage, if I remember correctly. Or they don't do magic damage at all. They're just, yeah. The crystal buff, crystal magic weapon is a magic sorcerer buff that you can put on the weapon. Does like crazy damage if you're a sorcerer. He sells some arrows, and he also sells his armor: the helmet of the wise, the armor of the glorious, gauntlets of the vanquisher, boots of the explorer. Let's see what it says, because we're not gonna buy it. Because look at how many souls it is. That's expensive, y'all. A strange helm from the ancient land of Xena, birthplace of the curious dealer Domhnall. The two horns are believed to symbolize wisdom. Okay, same thing. Armor. The many metals are believed to symbolize glory. The gold bracelets symbolize a vanquisher. The inlaid silver rings symbolize an explorer. So we don't get a whole lot, but we learn through the ancient land of Xena. And I think that's all we ever get about Xena. Like, ever. Like, that's it. What does Domhnall have to say for himself?
I'm afraid I don't see anything here. I'm afraid I don't see anything here.
Oh, it's your deal, Domhnall.
Well, that is a shame. But no matter. No, not to worry. Come back again. I'm always available. Not every trade was meant to be. There'll be more in store for us. Someday. Sometime.
So yeah, Domhnall. Domhnall doesn't really have a story. He's just, he's Domhnall. We don't know what his deal is, but he's great, and we love him. And what's he? Tough enemy ahead. Sorrow ahead. Yeah, those are accurate. Because fucking rat. The reflective rat eyes really creep me out. Like, they did such a good job with that. And when I say good job, I mean horrifying. Let's pray in this dark sewer tunnel. Hell yeah, Derbs. So we're gonna get our lightning spear out for this next part. Probably not. We might use it. Like, I like the possibility of using it, but I doubt we will. This next boss is a tricky sumbitch. Let me see. Is there anything over this way? Fatty. Okay. Oh, because we can't get through. Haha. Very funny. Okay. Now, remember that place where we fought all those big rats? There was like that cluster of the dark gray rats. Or not the dark gray, the kind of lighter gray rats. So you can see their butts right here. See, there they are. Remember we fought those guys, and then there was the channeler, the magic guy, who was covered in like the kind of, you know, bejeweled chest piece, kind of like Domhnall's, only bigger and more coin-like and kind of silver steel kind of colored. He's normally up there, and if you don't kill him, he will fucking wreck you while you're down here dealing with the boss, because this is the boss arena. You can tell this is a boss arena or nothing, which is a beautiful part about Souls. You might say like, oh, this is just nothing. It's just a weird kind of skybox in the middle of the game. But no, because there's a door. And there's an item down here somewhere. We can't see it from where we are, but you can see the glow of the item and stuff like that. And so you go, ah, yes, there's stuff down there. And then YouTuber, no, clearly no one would make such a large room without the intent of putting a boss in it. And then you go, ah, yes, this is a boss arena. Yeah, there's that guy. That guy got wrecked by the gaping dragon. There's another door over there. There's lots of doors. So we do have to go and fight the gaping dragon. But so from now on, like, we'll look as the subsequent, unless for some reason we just absolutely somehow managed to make it through this boss fight alive, even though it's like my first attempt on this boss in a very long time. Oh, we can see the shadows of the rats. They're coming through the floor. I love when that happens a lot in Dark Souls in particular. I don't, something about this game's lighting engine, where shadows will just absolutely come through walls and completely fuck with you. There's some really good moments in a zone we'll get to much later, that effect happens or not an effect like that. That's a side effect. It happens so intensely. Praise the sun. This is where Solaris. If we do summon, we'll absolutely. Oh, look at him! Look at him! That's so good. You see their tails and they move. And now we're like multiple levels deep. They're still shining through. Okay, look at that. A heavy crossbow and the heavy bolts. That's pretty good. Praise the sun. There's sun for coming through. How are we so far beneath the earth and yet there's still sun? 'Tis a question. What was I saying? There's sun. Oh, we love the sun. Here comes the sun. Nope, completely forgot my train of thought. Oh yeah, we'll definitely summon Solaire. If we end up summoning for this boss, we're gonna try it a couple times just so you can see the boss. Yeah, like we'll lose our souls. We'll most likely just straight up lose these souls if we don't just do it the first time. But that's okay. We want to change our lightning spear, see how that works on this guy. The big thing is I don't think the boss does poison, so I could get rid of this shield, and that'll give us a little more wiggle room. What's what? Ring of Evil Eye. That doesn't really. Can't remember. Our equip load is very light compared to what our deal is right now. We don't have any good armor though. Like this is where we're at. So we are light, and we've got a big sword, and I want to make sure. Okay, so we've got a swing, and then we've got that. And let's see how much wiggle room do we have? Not a lot. All right. Our first goal is because this is a dragon, and dragons have tails. Dragons have bits and pieces you can cut off of. So, we're gonna try and cut off his tail, clearly. And let's just do this thing. Let's just see what goes on here. This is one of the coolest boss intros, history, for real. Okay, little silly head. He's just a little dude. You're not a big, scary motherfucking dragon. Oh, you big, scary motherfucking dragon. You can see now why he's called the Gaping Dragon. Because he has a giant gaping maw for most of his body. Is he not cool? So, one of the big things of this boss fight is that he likes to charge, and that sucks. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, we missed. Why are we missing his tail? Keep missing his fucking tail. What's going on there? Oh, son of a bitch. So, we do not want him to be... His tail whip fucking sucks. Oh, Jesus. So, okay. Oh, stop doing a derby. Look at his iridescent leg. Oh, he's gonna fall on us. There we go. Give me your tail, buddy. There we go. So fuck your tail. We got the Dragon King Great Axe, which is cool. It's cool to get, you know, big axes. Oh, we're gonna get at. Oh, we're getting so at. We're dead. Oh, wow, we survived that. Incredible. We ran away. Drink some juice. So one of the things, yeah, he could do that, which, so it gives us a little moment we can get behind and change our sword up real fast. Oh, that didn't really help us though. Okay. See, he does that charge and it sucks. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna run away because he's gonna jump. And then, see, is he gonna charge or is he gonna puke? Okay. Oh, there's his charge. Now we're under him. That's not good. Where do we get out of the way? Let's see what lightning does to him. Oh, he does not like that. Oh, Derby. We were so close. But yeah, so is he a cool boss or what? He ate us at one point with his whole body. Ah, what a good boss fight. Like, his big attacks are obviously his charge and things like that, but now we cut his tail off. I know we keep, so we got the Gargoyle Tail Axe. Now we got the Dragon King Great Axe. Look at the stats on that shit, but look at this thing. Why is that a tail? I don't know. But we can't even wield it with two hands yet. But it's cool, right? It's one of the dragon weapons. I don't think the dragon weapons are upgradable, blah, 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 blah. It's that kind of thing. But it's fun. And, like, what does our Zweihander do now? Our Zweihander is 169 base damage. This motherfucker is 380 base damage. It also weighs, 24 pounds. This Zweihander weighs 10. So it's a weapon that you can use. Let's see what it says. This axe, one of the rare dragon weapons, is formed by the tail of the gaping dragon, a distant, deformed descendant of the everlasting dragons. The axe is imbued with a mystical power to be released when held with both hands. I think it just means it's real strong. Because we do not remotely have the stats for this. It does 380 damage minus 305 damage, and that's with two-handing it. But that's cool, right? We wanted that option because we're gonna go strength and faith. Like, eventually we'll have strength as like one of our primary deals. For now, we are gonna rock that. Go back to that claymore, and we're actually gonna put our shield on because we got to go back through the space where, all those guys are. And that's legit. Now, like, we could conceivably do this ourselves, but I want to summon. It's fun to summon. I want to actually. I hope there's some dudes around here that are just like straight up like you can summon me. So we're gonna become human. Souls become human. Rest the bonfire. First hollowing. Oh, cool! Look, there's people that we can summon. Because I want to do that. Because I like summoning players as much as like. There's Aaron. Aaron is a cleric, so that's cool. Who's over here? This is Arn of Astora. I think he's. He's someone. Is he a real person? We're gonna summon Aaron. Why not? And then we'll also probably summon Solaire. The reason we're gonna summon Solaire is because he is an incredible decoy. And let's see. Oh, there's Aaron. Hey, Aaron. And we're gonna bow. We'll bow to Aaron. Aaron's gonna wave. That's nice. It's always a question of like, what do we do? Do we bow? Do we wave? How do we feel about anything? Okay, so now we're gonna go down here. We're gonna do this, Aaron. The general like kind of consensus among Souls players is little sunbros are basically there to help you beat bosses. Aaron is just demolishing shit. What's up, Aaron? I said we weren't going to do that, but we ended up doing it anyway. I don't know why. But anyway, so there's Aaron. Aaron's cool. Aaron is maybe using a little bit too much lightning right now. Nah, it's just 2. Maybe they have more bolts. Now we're going to come down here. And I'm going to get Solaire just because I like Solaire. Here's Solaire. It's Knight Solaire. We're going to summon Knight Solaire. Just because, why not? Every time you summon, it does increase the boss's health. But I like bringing bros. Solaire is a bro. Aaron is a bro. Everyone is a bro when you're in Dark Souls town. And we don't need to see this. We already saw this. Okay, let's skip it. There we go. Now where's this guy? He's over there. Okay, so we need to get away from him. And then our bros are going to come in. Okay, first we need to go and actually get... Solaire is going to be very into... There we go. We got our souls. Isn't that nice? Oh, he's still got a tail on. Okay. So he gets his tail back. Which I guess if you think about it does make sense. We all get our parts back. The thing is, like, if we were better equipped to wield the Zweihander, it actually does, like, you could stagger the shit out of this boss by hitting his little head. There we go. That makes him much less of a threat. It's just like in, whatchamacallit. Alright, now let's just chuck lightning at this motherfucker. Look at all of us just chucking lightning bolts. How cool is that? I wonder if we're gonna live, like if Solaire lives through this, that would be hilarious. Because he usually doesn't. Oh, and he's down. Look at that. Which is good because we're out of lightning spears. Victory achieved. Shout out to our bros. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Night Solaire. Shout out to the 25,000 souls this motherfucker just dropped in our lap. We got the key to Blighttown. We got twin humanities. We got a homeward bone. We got a sunlight medal. We are on our way to doing great things. Look at that. Pillage corpse. And this is we get the standard helm, hard leather armor, hard leather gauntlets, hard leather boots. That is the armor of, is it the warrior class? I believe is the name of it. And so then this is it's all drained. This is where the guy came in, and it's just, see, it's just a big empty drainage pit. He came crawling up there and was like, "Hey y'all, I'm the gaping dragon," and we were like, "Hey bro, you're gonna die." Shout out to all the people who came before who died. I did it. Shout out to this guy. Hey bro, we are gonna rate your message. Good job, you did it. We did it too. And we're gonna take a break right here. And we'll be back. And we're back. Okay, so the big question now is, what are we doing from here? Well, we got the key and we got a lot of souls. So the first thing we really need to do is we need to go back to a bonfire, because well, obviously we're gonna level up like a motherfucker, as is good and proper. You know, like, the thing is, like, Derby got so much experience. You have to think of it in those terms. Like, you know, Derby had to go through a lot to process what she was doing and to how to properly kill the gaping dragon with two bros. And she's learned that. She's gained that ability. And now she's going to spend those souls. I do not remember how the fuck to get back out of this place. Is it this way? I just did this too. Like, there it is. Yeah, that's the way. So Derby's learned a whole lot about, you know, the way to do things. We could go buy stuff from this guy. We could, but like, dude, 28,338 souls is a lot of fucking souls. That's a lot of levels. That's a big increase in power. And you know, one of the things about Dark Souls that's interesting is when to invest that power in yourself, and when to, you know, and how you want to invest in yourself, really. Like, you know, it's like, oh hey, I could go buy right now, like I could go stock up on firebombs and have enough firebombs to last me, where am I going? I'm going completely the wrong way. I could get enough firebombs to last me basically the rest of the game if I really wanted to. You know? Like, that's a thing we could do. You could have enough firebombs to last us the rest of the game, and that could be cool. Just like firebomb and shit left and right. I could go and get all this stuff. You could go, you know, buy a bunch of Titanite, level up our weapons. So there's, you know, there is the tug between investing in your body, your innate self, and then your, you know, your weapon, your accoutrement. But for right now, we want to invest in ourselves. because we want Derby to have, you know, the best opportunities she can. We could put a point in strength. That does help us a little bit, but like, I kind of wonder if we just really put that into endurance, get us to like 20 vit, 20 endurance, and then we can start really focusing more on kind of like strength from there. And I think we're gonna pump it all into endurance for right now. Yeah, that sounds good. So, let's see what that looks like for Derbs. Because now Derbs can, if we roll it, look at all those rolls we can do. But it also means, you know, we can go swoosh, swish, swish. So we can do one, but like the Derby can do like 1, 2, 3, and still roll away, if we really wanted to. But really, what gives us 2, like really, we never really want to do more than 2, and then it gives us a chance to get 2 rolls in. That's great. But also, you know, we put that Zweihander. We're still 2-handing it, but like, why would you ever one-hand the Zweihander? Like, I mean, one-handing the Zweihander is cool, but even when you're even when you're strong enough to hold the Zweihander, you're just gonna just demolish shit. That's what you want to do. But look at that. So now we can do hits with the Zwei. We can't do we can roll and still. That gives us a good buffer for working it with the Zweihander. And, you know, maybe we'll keep the Zweihander, maybe we'll keep the Claymore, maybe we'll go back to the mace. It's a tough call because there's so many options in this game. But ultimately, you know, there's only so many weapons we're going to take up to like plus 15. And eventually we'll get to like, we'll start making harder decisions. But at this point in the game, we're not even at the halfway point yet. We are still very early in the game. You know, we're level 34, and you know, we'll probably end up somewhere around 120, maybe. And we'll only end up doing that because it's like, you got to put souls in something. You know, it's just like, you might as well. But if we play through the whole game, you know, we'll eventually start pumping souls into the point where we're just big levels. And you know, that's cool. That's the thing you do. And like, but like eventually, like we'll be super high level. We'll be our modifiers will be more powerful than just kind of the actual look at that shit. That's just so good. I don't know. Do we want to fuck around and find out about Blighttown? I think we're good. We're good for now. We don't need to fuck around and find out about Blighttown just yet. We'll probably end it here, because that's honestly, it's a little short of an episode, but you know, let's take a look at this new armor and see what this is all about, because we need to check in hard leather armor, because the hard leather armor actually looks kind of cool. Like, I'm a fan of the hard leather armor, and one of the things I like about Dark Souls is that they understand, like, you know, you don't want like really like both of your shoulders to be super bulky armor shit. You want hard leather, the whole hard leather cell. Let's see what that looks like. There's Derby as a hard level warrior, hard leather. Let's take a look at what these stats do. We don't want to do it that way. We want to do it here. So, toggle status. Talk stat. Do we get 0 poise? Really? For the hard leather, it gives us 0 poise. still. Hollow soldier armor gives us poise. It drops our bleed resistance a lot. Holy robe still has the most bleed resistance. Someone did something nice for us. I don't know what just happened there, but something happened. So we lose a little bit of poison resistance, but you know, we definitely get some more resistance there, you know, to the physical damage. A little bit heavier, but again, we really bumped up our you know, stamina there. I think the surprising thing is it doesn't offer any poise buffs. I guess that really only happens with like the plate armor, which is still heavy. This stuff is still heavy. Look at that. Actually, that is a sick look, Derby. Let's actually hold on. Let's see what about those pants are good, but what about those pants? Oh hell yeah, Derbs. Derbs is ready to rock shit. Okay, let's look at. But what about these gloves? What gloves are we gonna? I think the black leather gloves are much more where it's at. Yeah, look at those black leather gloves. Derby, we don't know what's going on with you, but you're going through some shit, and that's all that matters. This is the standard helm. The standard helm is very silly. But look how just joyful and full of life Derby is. So that's good, but we're not going to put that helmet on. Put the sack on. It's Derby with a sack on our head. Is this a good fashion? Who can say? What is the sack's stats anyway? I'm curious about this. Interesting that it has solid flame defense. More than like the hollow helm. Like it's up there in terms of flame defense. 135, 110, 138, 108. So not bad in terms of bleed and poison resistance too. Derby, you look so silly in your little hat. The Hollow Warrior helm is you know, kind of the thing, but it's got a nose bar and it's broken. We'll just stick with the thief mask for now, even though it's kind of crackled and weird. Derby's cheeks pushing through the mask itself. So yeah, this is Derby. Derby's got a little bit of poise now, which is important. We'll eventually need more poise. But like Derby can do 2 swings of that and still dodge. So that's where we are at now. It's like really just the animation for these swings is so good. Boom. All right. So next time, we are going down into Blighttown, which we will not get the tragic frame rates of the original, unfortunately. We might actually still get some pretty crappy frame rates. It remains to be seen. But we're not going to get the single-digit frame rates, which is a little bit disappointing, but also not disappointing at all because it is frustrating. The original Blighttown was not well optimized, we'll say, and it caused a lot of problems. And playing through that section as though it was a slideshow was difficult and needlessly frustrating. It would probably look really crappy as part of a Let's Play too. So either way, we're going to go through Blighttown, and that will be our next excursion. Until then, oh, you know what we gotta do? We gotta put our new gesture to the test. So here's our gesture. That's an expression of joy, all right. All right. Till next time, everyone. Bye.